The trusted leaders of culturally specific organizations will tell you how important it is for them to show up and not just tell their populations to sign up for the vaccines due to a history of mistrust and barriers.
Good afternoon, everyone.
The governor joined several leaders at the Shiloh Temple International Ministries in North Minneapolis. They want to ensure that people from every community will have access to vaccines. For example, mHealth Fairview just launched a series of clinics at 4 churches, including the Shiloh Temple. The first event was here last Friday, and 133 congregation members were vaccinated. And the doses are just as important as the leaders greeting people at the door and dispelling any rumors.
We've had long, in-depth conversations around this challenge that we're facing, and recognizing, particularly for the African American community, it's not simply a matter of access. There's mistrust and skepticism.
Members of the Hmong and Latinx community also speaking out. You'll hear from them coming up at 6 o'clock. And the #1 challenge they say that their community is facing, as the supply of doses from the federal government is still far below the demand. In Minneapolis, Jennifer Hoff, KARE 11 News.